What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I apologize. This is 2 weeks in a row that I have not been able to do my Friday night live stream. Last weekend we had my high school 40th reunion. I am that old. 40th reunion. My God. This evening I had a wedding to go to about 85 miles from here, and it was close to Lynchburg. But I felt like I was driving literally to heaven up this mountain that literally is winding. It is way off the interstate and coming back in the dark on roads I've never been in, where you've got the people that are used to the roads tight on your ass there, trying to speed you up, and you can't see anything because you turn 59 next week. It was really a white knuckled drive back here, but I'm glad to be here at the Red Brick House, and man, I am beat. We have a lot of injuries right now. Diggs is listed as questionable for the game, of course, Sunday night. Yeah, I will say this. When the Cowboys say somebody is questionable, usually they play. 95% chance they play. When they say doubtful, there pretty much is 100% chance that they won't. So Diggs will probably be playing in that game, I am betting, on Sunday night. But we do have a multitude of injuries. The good news, Ceylon Carson was back at practice. It doesn't look like Deron Bland is going to be back just yet. But of course we know Micah Parsons is now out. And of course, D-Law has been put on injured reserve. So we are definitely shorthanded on the defense. Oh, and then there's Brandon Cooks, who has been leaving a little bit to be desired thus far this season. I believe that there's been something wrong with his knee during training camp. It's kind of crazy that he was scheduled to have a procedure done, but nobody knew anything about it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure exactly the whole deal on that, but I've been, if you follow the Joe Boo Sports Report, I mentioned when I was in training camp that he went home a week early while the team was still in Oxnard working out, and that he'd missed a lot of time in training camp. So this is something that's been going on. We've had Stephen Jones basically say, with us paying Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, I just don't see, Devontae Adams in the mix. He's another number one, and we've already got a number one at CD. And since we paid CD, he's got to go ahead and get the lion's share of the balls. We don't care that he's going to be double covered. We don't care, or maybe even triple covered. We don't care that we don't have a running game. We paid him, so he's going to have to come through and win that Super Bowl with Dak Prescott because, we're paying those two guys. And basically, I'm going to talk to the NFL commissioner and see if we can just field the team with Dak Prescott and just CeeDee Lamb. We don't need a snapper, a guy to snap the ball. We don't need no offensive linemen or tight ends. And well, hell, we got young guys for wide receivers, so we can just do away with that. We'll just eliminate the middleman, and we'll just have Dak just throwing to CD because that's where our money went. Yeah. I listened to Jerry Jones's press conference. Wasn't a press conference. It was him on 105.3 The Fan, where they literally toss up softballs to him. And somehow he was going into building the NFL back in the 60s and stuff. It was crazy. It was crazy. Be that as it may. He also was, when you're listening to him, it's easy to get mesmerized because he literally has you sold that it's better for the players, the team, and the NFL that he does not sign free agents. Because, as he put it, when you bring in, there's a lot of players out there. No, sorry, that's from Stephen Jones. There's a lot of players out there that don't get the chances to play football because they never get the opportunity. That Fauntleroy, I can't wait to see him get his first catch. And see, there's a lot of players out there that are really good players, but they never get the opportunity. And that's here at the Dallas Cowboys. We're giving those unnamed, those guys that don't know, the opportunity to end up becoming great players. So the Cowboys have turned into a charity organization for players? Is that what you're saying? Oh, that you're doing good for all those unknown players to give them an opportunity, a shot. So is this kind of like, what was the show that Michael Irvin had? Jesse Holley got a shot with the Cowboys. Is that what we are now? We're here to build careers for guys that are less fortunate. That's it. I didn't realize that. That's literally what Jerry Jones is on the board of saying. But it's funny how, and I mean no disrespect to Fauntleroy, I hope that he is the next Jerry Rice, as we just heard. And that he is so good that we couldn't wait to get him on the field, right? But I feel like this is exactly what we heard after we got rid of Amari Cooper and Cedric Wilson about Jalen Tolbert. Mind you, I love Jalen Tolbert. I love him. He's cool people. Not trying to disrespect him at all. But Jalen Tolbert, to go ahead and try and sell Jalen Tolbert a third-round draft pick and basically say, you're not going to miss Cedric Wilson or Amari Cooper because we got Jalen Tolbert. Now that we have Brandon Cooks out and you've got Devontae Adams that you're basically saying, we can't afford that guy, we won't make a move for him, that now you're telling us that Fauntleroy here is the next Jerry Rice. And that the Cowboys are given the opportunities for these unknowns that would have no other opportunity to become great football players. That's what Jerry Jones is telling us right now. Now that's not to say, because we have found some guys that we looked at and said, are you kidding me? That have gotten opportunities. Brandon Albury is one, because we signed him from basically being a soccer player in USFL, and he missed his first kick. Everybody, wanted to kill him. But you look at it now and say, that dude's hitting stuff from like 60s all over the place. The only thing he's missing is putting the Cowboys in the win column with Vegas. That's it. So, I don't know. I hope Jerry Jones is right, that these guys are ready to shine for the Cowboys. But you start listening to Jerry, and when he starts saying things like, when you leave the room and you leave the light on, the only thing it benefits is the flies and the rats. So turn the light off. And that metaphor there is the reason why you don't pay Devontae Adams. Because you need to keep your money. Because it's earmarked for other things. Even though your checkbook might be full, but you know you got other commitments. I guess the commitment is not to win the Super Bowl. All right, good people. The amazing thing here is the wedding that I went to was one of my kids' high school friends. And it's amazing because I remember that after junior high school, they would come over to the house and, make popcorn and watch movies and study and do all this stuff and things. And now to see her grown and now getting married, it's amazing how fast time flies. I am literally hitting the very last year of my 50s. In my mind, I don't believe it, but it's true. Time goes by so fast, people. That's why you have to make the most of it. Tell the people you love. Don't even, you know what? Don't just tell them how much you love them. Show them how much you love them. Because at some point, your time's up and it's too late. Alrighty, good people. I'm going to get out of this shit right here because I can't stand wearing a suit. I'm going to take a shower and I'm going to go pass the F out. I appreciate you guys as always. And God willing, I'll see you in the morning. Whew. Peace.